I'm gonna check it here. You just watch your six there, GI Joe. Um, Gotta refresh and make sure everything's good to go. All that good stuff. But I think we're good. Let me just I want to get this up on the screen so that way I can see everybody chatting away. Uh, you know, it is what it is. But let's wait for a few people to get in here. Guest tonight is going to be PTP 719 Police. The Police 719. We haven't started the show yet. I just wanted everybody to get a chance to come on in and do a little pre-show banter, as they say. Blue Unicorn's in there. Smoking Auditor says good evening from Ohio. Russell's in there. Hey, MLH. I'm the true MLH, Russell. So, pay homage to the greatness. Blue Unicorn is number one. More like number two, Blue Unicorn. Strange and Unusual's in there. We're going to wait for a few more people to get on in here. Strange and Unusual's talking nonsense as usual. Mustachioed, dong hair, beard, whatever he's saying. Jonathan is in here. Thanks for being in here, Agent Jonathan. We've got a special guest tonight. Glad you all could be here. I have not started the show yet. We have, I'm kind of legally obligated to tell you that, the great PTP is here. The Police 719. I'm just waiting for a few people to get in. Pepper Brooks is in here. What else we got? Yeah. So get your questions ready because this is shaping up to be pretty special. It is what it is, as they say. Let's see. Are you there, PTP? Are you busy? Doing nefarious things as usual. What's going on?
Oh, of course. I'm digging some dirt on you, the Mustachioed.
Yeah, there's no dirt on me, PTP. You're wasting your time. Russell's in there. Quit stealing MLH's channel, Mustachioed. Let's just put it this way, Russell. I own this channel in more ways than one. You know what I'm saying? Caucasian Sasquatch is in there. I've already exposed him for who he is. What's up, Bigfoot? How dare you, he says. But, it is what it is. We're going to start in about 4 minutes. That'll give you cretins a chance to get some, snacks, some, chips and dip and whatever else makes you fatter. The way that it is. Should be a fun show today. I've got a whole list of questions that we're going to get to the bottom of with PTP 719. It should be a ton of fun, as they say. Well, at least fun for me. I don't know about the police, but it is what it is.
Oh, just wait. I'm going to uncover all the dirt that you supposedly don't have.
Yeah, well, we've already exposed you for who you are, and we'll get into that, PTP. No doubt. You just sit and wait. Spiky Mike is in the house. He says, no dirt on MLH, spends too much time in the hot tub for that. You just wait on that, Spiky Mike. I may or may not have dirt on the Mexican. But that's going to have to wait a little bit. I've got a special project I'll be working on here real soon, probably in September. But you guys are going to want to have to stick around for that. It's been a while, I know, since I've been on air, but that is how they how the cookie crumbles, as they say. Let's see what else we got in here. Oh, what a day. What a day. I'm exposing a lot of new people coming up. I will tell you guys that. I heard Mustachioed's on OnlyFans. No, that's just your mom. Strange. That's just your wife. Just the normal stuff. Blue Unicorn. I've been known to get dirty in the hot tubs. That's something else that something else that the Mexican does that will be exposed for what it is. John Doe, Auditor Awards. We don't get it. Later, have fun. Well, not everybody gets it, John Doe, as they say. Irish. The Mexican isn't here. This is Mustachioed. If you...
From the dirt I got on you, Mr. Mustachioed, that is in real life that you possibly look like the Monopoly Man.
You can keep digging there, pal, but you're wasting your time and energy on stuff that you're, not going to find anything. You're not a detective like me, is what I'm trying to say, police to police. CMAC is in chat. Irish Rover is in chat. Canada is watching. Just a bevy of people in chat today. So I'm pleased to see that you guys are here. Let's get started with the show. What do you say, Police the Police 719?
Let's get started. And I got a nickname for me to you. Are you ready?
Oh, dear Lord. Yes, go ahead, all-knowing PTP 719.
Oh, man. I can't even say it's too good.
No,
I'll wait for it.
It's going to be, one for the ages, I'm guessing. You ready to do this?
Yes, Mustachio Long Curd. Let's get into it.
Oh, dear Lord. It's going to be one of these interviews, isn't it? All right. Smoking Auditor, don't forget to tap the like. Yeah, just tap it. I hate when people say smash it, because then how are other people supposed to, hit that like button, All right, Gallon of PCP. All right, here we go. We're going to get started with a moment with the Mustachioed. And welcome, everybody, to the greatest show on YouTube, A Moment with the Mustachioed. I'm your host, the Mustachioed. With me today, I'm legally obligated to say that I have a great guest on, Police the Police 719, a.k.a. G.I. Joe. Police the Police 719, how are you? Are you there, first of all, and how are you?
Yes, I'm here, first of all, because I don't back out of being brought up to the spotlight. And second of all, I'm doing fantastic. How about yourself?
Well, I couldn't be better other than, interviewing you. But, I'm kind of contractually obligated to do so when I do my investigations, which, kind of brings me to the whole G.I. Joe thing there, PTP. Can you tell us about any of your missions as G.I. Joe?
G.I. Joe.
Yes.
Man, I think they're confidential, but I could give you at least one story.
Well, let's hear it. We're all waiting on bated breath.
Well, as most of you guys know, I'm G.I. Joe. Supposedly, and one thing that stands out to me from supposedly being this G.I. Joe is how would I say it? just being a badass American. How about that, Mustachio?
Well, I mean, that's subjective for sure. But is there any truth to the rumor, PTP, that you had to bribe some people to get the GI Joe gig?
Um, yeah, maybe, maybe not.
Huh. All right. Even more.
So good at work, right?
Oh, hold on. We've got a caller already. Let's see if we can get him on the call here. Hey, caller, you're on the air. Tell us who you are, where you're from, and what you would like to talk about. Oh, he's on mute. Hold on. You're muted there, caller. What's going on? Unmute yourself. Caller, you're on the air. Unmute yourself. Yeah. All right. Well,
I think the Mustachios is a ding dong and doesn't know how to work technology nowadays.
well, I definitely know how to work it, but that's also subjective. Let's see. Caller, you're on the air. Tell us who you are, where you're from, and what you would like to say to Police the Police 719.
Is that better? What are you dummies doing over there?
Oh, God. Here we go. Who is this, caller?
This is Phil Lacio.
Phil Lacio. What would you like to say, Phil Lacio?
That TTP is awesome.
Oh, boy. I have hung up on Phil Lacio. You still there, PTP?
Oh yeah, see, I got all the love around the world, man.
Oh, boy.
Don't be.
Oh,
or
boy.
Don't be a hater, be loved.
Dear Lord, this is already a shit show. All right, let's see. I've seen better format on public access at 3 a.m. Sasquatch says, no, you're. It's because you're watching your show, Sasquatch. Rosie Things is in chat. What's up, Rosie? Nice to have you in there. Jake Snake's in there. Thank you so much for coming on in. I got some more questions for you here, PTP. Oh, hold on. I think we may have another phone call coming in. I think what's going on is my phone is contradicting. My actual phone is contradicting with this Skype nonsense here. So let me go ahead and I'll get rid of this, and then it should work flawlessly from here on out. So there you go, caller. If you're calling, go ahead and call back. Sorry for the delay there. All right, PTP. Let's continue on here. Is there any rumor that is there any truth to the rumor that you were replaced as GI Joe by someone much better looking and a lot smarter than you?
You know what? I'll quit giving you the runaround. I'll just be honest, okay?
Well, that's what I'm here for. Is the truth.
I will never be replaced. I'm the sexiest man alive. Let's be honest.
Oh dear Lord, another narcissist on the line, yo.
Than the Mustachio. I'm sexier than anybody the Mustachio knows and associates with.
Oh boy. Let's try to give this caller. I'm gonna try calling this caller back to get him on the line here. Let's see what's going on here. Caller, you're on the air. Who are you, and what do you want to ask PTP 719?
Yeah, this is Mustachioed Bates from London, and I would like to know what time it is in your country.
I have hung up on the foreign caller there. It's confusing. He was, he had a French accent, but he's from London, so I don't know what's going on there. All right, PTP. Do you usually have the G.I. Joe theme song playing when you make your videos?
I do, and my Bluetooth, and sometimes I play it really loud. Sometimes I turn it off. When I want to get in the mood and get things done the right way. I gotta play the G.I. Joe song. Got to hype you up. I'm the one and only.
All right. Well, speaking of your channel, PTP719, let's talk about it. Where where did where did the channel come from? Like, what where did you get the idea for your channel, and how did that go?
You know, I was watching a lot of First Amendment guys,
Oh, hold
and I
on.
was like,
Hold on a second here, PTP. I hate to interrupt you, but we got another phone call. Caller, you're on the air. Tell us who you are, where you're from, and what you would like to ask. PTP 719.
Viva la Mexico! This is the Dirty Sanchez.
Oh,
And
dear
I would
Lord.
just like to say PTP is awesome.
Oh, boy. I have removed the Dirty Sanchez from the call here, PTP. I have to apologize. Some of the callers aren't exactly the greatest people in the world here. You get what you get, when you open up the phone lines. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, but
All right.
well, hello from Mexico. Thank you for supporting us, or supporting me. So back to the topic was, I was a big fan of DJ K Dot
Yeah.
for a while, and I tried emailing him, but he stood me up. He never answered me back. Well, he finally did one day, and then he was like, "Oh, just email me," and he never emailed me back, and I took it to a heart. And one day I seen, a whole bunch of cops outside my apartment complex where I lived at the time, and I started recording it, and I
Oh, we lost PTP. Let me see if I can get PTP back on the line. I think he might be in a bad area here. PTP, are you there? We lost connection there. You were talking
Yeah.
about K-Dot.
Yeah. So K-Dot was inspiration of my channel and many others. And DJ helped me through a lot. And I thought I could do this.
Yeah.
We need to hold our police force accountable, our government. And started making videos. Next thing you know, I got arrested because of it.
Yeah. All right,
And,
caller, you're on the air with PTP719 and myself, the great Mustachioed. Where are you from? What would you like to ask PTP?
Yeah, this is Anita Handjob, and I would just like to compliment PTP on the awesome job he's doing, and you suck.
I have removed Anita Handjob from the stream here, PTP. Sorry about that. Sometimes people can be a little crude, as you say.
well, I heard that's your favorite thing to do to people that you care about.
Oh dear Lord, not another one of these ones. I can see how this interview is going to go. All right, so K-Dot was a huge inspiration of yours. Let's see. Would you like to apologize in advance to anybody who might view your channel?
No.
No. Okay. Well, there you go. I mean, it is what it is. So what is your channel all about, PTP? You got a little bit into it, but we didn't get a chance to fully talk about what your channel's about.
My channel is to definitely hold the police force in America accountable, and all I want is honesty, transparency, and integrity, and accountability from our government and our public officials.
Yeah.
And I make videos late at night, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 5 in the morning. It doesn't matter. I'm out there. I'm putting in work.
Yeah, speaking of government officials, PTP, you make a lot of videos about police officers in your videos. You tend to be super nice. At least that's how it comes across in your videos. Have you ever taken any of these officers out to dinner?
Good question. No, I would never spend my taxpayer dollars on another person that collects my taxes. So,
Caller, you're on the air. Tell us who you are and what would you like to ask PTP 719.
Yeah, this is Wilma, and I'd just like to say, did you get my last name?
Wilma.
Yeah, Wilma Fingerdew. And I'd
Okay.
just like to ask PTP one question: how did he get so awesome?
Ms. Do, there you go. You got a fan in the audience, PTP. Can you answer that question?
How did I get so awesome? That's the question, right?
Yes.
Um, I don't see myself that way, you know, but I really do appreciate it, that you look at me that way. Um, if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be who I am today, and I wouldn't be given the content that I make today if it wasn't for the all 2,625 subscribers that I have. So I really do appreciate every single one of you,
Yeah.
all 2,625.
So you mentioned K Dot. Is there anybody else that has helped you on your YouTube journey, as they say?
Of course, there's many others. Um, I'm trying to think. Um, the one and only, the great of all greatest, the one and only, the Mexican long hair.
Well, I don't know
Um,
about great. Let's not get ahead of ourselves there.
he is the greatest of all greatest. He's up there in the books, and he's gonna go down in history as a goat for the 1A community.
I don't know about that. Maybe he is a goat. I don't know about calling him a goat. Smoking Auditor wants me to ask you, how many good officers have you met?
That's a good question. I've definitely met more corruption in the police force than I have decent officers. One that really, really, really sticks out to me is patrol officer, and his name is Matt Hood, with the Gold Hill Department. I should say Gold Hill Division in Colorado Springs. He's a DUI enforcement. So
Oh, caller, you're on the air. Hang tight. Let me get our original caller back on the air because somehow he got I don't know excommunicated. Let me call you right back, caller. I'll call you right back. Somehow we lost connection here. Let's start it up again here. Let's get PTP back on the line. But hope you guys are having a great day out there. All that good fun stuff. Let's see. Trying to get everybody on here. Let's get PTP and the caller back on the line.
I think
PTP, do we have you
Wi-Fi.
back on the line?
Yeah,
think
this
he
is
needs new Wi-Fi.
Kenya.
I'm sorry, caller, who are you and what do you want to ask PTP 719?
This is Kenya, and I just Kenya Swallow, and I just wanted to say that PTP puts out the greatest content ever.
Oh dear Lord! Do you ever have problems with doting, like just got like groupies, PTP?
Can you repeat that question one more time?
Do you have problems with groupies when you're out and about doing your videos?
Oh, not that I can recall. No.
All right. So what would you say is your best video? Right now, I got a video playing now of you almost looks like being arrested. I mean, I was kind of rooting for the police in this one, but can you explain to us what this video is, PTP?
Yeah, I'll get straight into it. Real quick before I talk about this, back to what I was saying before the call got dropped. Officer Matt Hood with the Gold Hill Division. He's a DUI enforcement. He did 20-something years in the military, so I give him credit for that. But he's very understanding. He doesn't bark orders. I could see him 5 different times in one night cop watching, and every single time, if I ask him for,
Oh, he just hung up. Let's try getting him back again. I don't know what's going on with the phone line here. Well, PTP, are you there? We're having some problems with the phone line here, but you were explaining the officer that you met.
yeah, Officer Matt Hood. You know, he's never given me issues. He's never barked orders at me. He's let me get as close as I want to his traffic stops. You know, he don't mind the camera. He says it's a good thing, you know, because it shows honesty and accountability for all officers. So I think him and Sergeant William Robert were by far the 2 best officers I've ever encountered. But back to the thing, I've seen more bad officers than good officers.
Yeah. Hey, caller, you're on the air with PTP 719. What would you like to ask PTP 719?
Well, this here is Ruben Ziklitz, and I would like to say he is so awesome. Very good.
You're not the only one to think that, Ruben Z. Klitz. But thanks for the call. So there you go, PTP. You've got a healthy fan base. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel loved. It makes me feel grateful for the people that I have and that supports me in what I do.
All right. So we're kind of taking a look at one of your favorite videos. What is one of your worst videos, PTP?
Oof, what's one of my worst videos? Man, that's a tough one. I got a lot of videos. Let's take a look. I'm gonna go here real quick.
I mean, I would say all of them, but that's just me.
Yeah, no, I make good content. I think one of my worst videos by far, in my honest opinion, is maybe my very, very first upload. It says A plus for this police officer. That was my very first video. I think that's my worst video ever.
Wow. Okay. And why would you say that?
I didn't study any laws or anything. I just went out with the camera and thought I knew everything. And my camera quality was shit back then. And I was just happy to be out there, but I was all willy-nilly and thought I knew everything. And yeah.
Oh wow, this is some breaking news, PTP. I know you're real good chums with the Mexican, but apparently the Mexican is 1 subscriber from 3,000. So I just thought I'd mention that. Caller, you're on the air with PTP 719 and the Mustachioed. What would you like to say?
Mustachioed, this year's curly pubes, and I would like to say that Mexican long hair is 1 subscriber away from 3,000, and I would like to subscribe to him.
Oh, okay. Well, I would suggest not subscribing, just to just saying. But thanks for
curly that way.
Breaking news.
Thank you, Curly, Mr. Pubes.
The one and only Mexican long hair has officially just hit 3,000.
Oh, wow. The special occasion. I'm twirling batons right now for the Mexican. But the focus is on you, PTP. So what are your favorite channels, since we're talking about other channels, and, let us know so we can avoid them.
Definitely don't avoid them. I watch a lot of people, and I support a lot of people. I'll start with the Mexican long hair. Great people, a solid human. I have nothing but the most up respect and love for that guy, and he's a brother to me, and there's nothing I wouldn't do for him. I will always have his back. DJ Kate out the party, of course, another brother from another mother. Have again the most up respect for that guy, and love him like a brother.
Yeah,
You
you
know,
guys
there's some.
form a quite a team there. You got a Mexican guy, a white guy, and a black guy. It almost sounds like a joke waiting to happen. You know what I'm saying? You there,
It
PTP?
sounds like a Three Musketeer, right?
Yeah, something of that nature. Three something.
You know, I could look at it like, you know, that since I got a friend that's Mexican, you know, the Mexican long hair. You can look at it like that Mexican ice cream. You know, it's chocolate, then vanilla, and then strawberry. You know, that's what we are. We're the Three Musketeers. We're like a Mexican ice cream that has all flavors.
I don't think I want to think of you guys as the Three Musketeers. Caller, you're on the air with PTP 719. Who are you, and what would you like to ask either myself or PTP 719?
Yeah, my name's Maya Buttreeks, and I just want to say that PTP has an awesome channel, and Mustachio sucks.
I have hung up on Maya Butt
I
Cheeks.
could
Yeah.
I could agree with that.
Yeah. I don't know what you're agreeing to there, PTP. I think you paid people to call in. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see. One of my videos, there's an Officer Payne, Officer Pounder, Officer Striker, and Officer Bootface. That sounds about right, Blue Unicorn. All right. Smoking Auditor says Flex Your Freedom, which I've already exposed. You guys need to check out those videos. Accountability for All. I may venture that way at some point. And SMO Diego, Schmo Diego. Let's see. What other question do I have? Oh, do you have any channel regrets, PTP? Is there anything that you wished you could have done differently if given the chance?
Oof. You know, yes and no. Yes and no. I would definitely, you know, before starting my YouTube channel, you know, definitely invested in a laptop. I still haven't, you know, financially. Yeah, you know, if I knew how much, you know, time consuming and everything is to do all the editing on the phone and and things like that, I would have definitely, you know, looked into getting a laptop when I had the money at the time. You know, I never thought, you know, that it would be just driving around doing all this, you know. I really never thought about that until, you know, I started doing it. But there's really so much regret. It's more of like lesson learned, you know, and every day you still learn. You know, you watch different channels and be like, man, I could do this, you know, or, you know, things like that. So much not regret. It's more of like every day is a lesson, you know, you learn and you grow from it. So
Yeah.
definitely been an adventure for me.
So you just had kind of a run-in with the police, and you made some complaints. What were the? I'm showing the video now. What were the complaints about, PTP?
So I haven't done the complaint yet. So this has been something I think that I need to fight for change for. So in Colorado Springs, the police departments have no complaint forms. None at all. And which makes me wonder, you know, because not everybody has Wi-Fi, not everybody has a cell phone, not everybody has a computer or anything like that to make complaints online. You know, if you want to make a complaint, you have to talk to a supervisor, you know, over the phone and blah, blah, blah. And I don't feel like that's honest and transparent, because they could turn around and say something that you didn't say. You know, I want it on a piece of paper that's documented, that's a legal binding, contract of how I feel and what's going on, and I could have a copy of it, and I could date it that I did submit it, and that's just my opinion on that. So that definitely needs to be changed in Colorado Springs.
It looks like Chuck Bronson's in chat. Chuck, I'm going to be aiming for you soon, sir. You're not out of the purview of the Mustachioed. What's in the purview of the Mustachioed right now is the caller. Caller, you're on the air with PTP 719. Who are you, and what would you like to ask PTP 719?
Yeah, this here is AS Buncher, and I got one suggestion. The Mexican only needs one more subscriber for 3,000. Maybe you should get off of here, and he would get more subscribers.
Yeah, maybe you should shut the hell up. How about that, AS Muncher? PTP, a lot of talk about the Mexican now. I don't understand what's going on. I think I should like start my own channel because I seem to be getting him a lot of subs that he doesn't deserve. So it is what it is. So PTP, you're talking about this video here. Now, what are your complaints? Like, what are you complaining about?
The video that you're playing from the other night. The attitude that they had. They came they came with a kind of an aggression. Like they're like, oh, what's going on? Is your name Kyle? I don't answer questions. And they just kept trying to question me. And I kept telling them I don't answer questions. And they're like, turn around, And then they have their handcuffs out. And look how many officers showed up for one person with a camera. I told the cop to get his light up.
Why couldn't you just give him your name, PTP? I mean, just make things simple,
Why? When I've committed no crime, I was walking on a public sidewalk, recording my police that I pay for, and then when no, it doesn't work like that. You have rights. You have the Fifth Amendment not to answer questions. If I've done nothing wrong and I haven't broken any law, why would I answer your untyranny questions?
Let me ask you this question, PTP.
What else do you want? Do you want my social security number? Do you want to know my whole list of ex-girlfriends? Do you want to know like all of my personal information? No.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let me ask you this question. Have you ever been arrested before? And if so, what for?
Yes. I got arrested. Man, what day was it? It was June. I think it was like June 18th of 2021, if I'm not mistaken. I know it was June. It was middle to late June of 2021. I was outside my apartment complex. I seen a whole bunch of cops. I was in the back where they were. They started harassing me, go inside, blah, blah, blah. I told them, my safety is nothing to your concern. I know the law. I know my rights. They threatened me with arrest. They said, if you don't go inside, you're going to be arrested. I pulled my phone out, started recording, which I thought I was recording, but, this is another lesson learned to pay attention to what I'm doing, because I actually only took a picture. I wasn't recording, so I immediately went inside after they threatened me with arrest. I went inside, went through the leasing office and all that, was out of their way, went up the public sidewalk, and started recording there because I realized, oh shit, I wasn't recording. The next thing you know, I seen that they were wrapping everything up, that they were done doing what they were doing. So I started walking down the public sidewalk, and that's when Officer Carnes comes out behind his patrol car, immediately puts his hand on his gun, unholsters it, not like to point it at me, but lifts it up just a little bit, and he tells me to get back, and I did so. I put my left hand up to show him I wasn't a threat, walked backwards. He refused to ID himself when asked, even though it's their policy.
Hold that thought, PTP. Hold that thought. We got a caller on the line. Caller, who are you, and what would you like to ask the Mustachioed as he's explaining how he got arrested?
Yeah, this is Justin DeFront, and I would like to know why in the world would you spend so much time talking to the Mustachioed?
I have hung up on Justin Front, PTP. Sorry about that. Continue with your story.
I got I had my gun on me. I had my firearm, a Glock 17 on my right hip, open carrying, and my camera was in my right hand, so I immediately put my left hand up. My camera was in my right hand to show I was not a threat. I never mentioned anything about my gun, never reached for my gun. anything to an extent. Um, the next thing you know, and by the way, some of you may not know, the state of Colorado is an open carry state. You can open carry any type of firearm in the state of Colorado, as long as you're above the age of 18 for a rifle and 21 for a pistol. Long as you don't go to like libraries, federal places, police departments,
Right,
whatever.
right. Hey, we got Foxy Cleopatra in chat. She says, Foxy Cleopatra here, baby. I can confirm that PTP is the sexiest man alive. Don't be jelly, Mustachioed. You can't be what you aren't, baby. Yeah, that's something else there is what that is, PTP. Don't get a big head about that,
I told you, I'm the one and only sexy of all sexy.
Well, I know you've been paying people off to say things like that, PTP, so don't get a big head right now. Constructs of the State is in chat. Same thing they did to Lackluster, Blue Unicorn says. Colorado Springs just sucks, but I'm in Loveland, so not much better. I think the Mexican and PTP actually went up to Loveland, and it was pretty uneventful from what I gather, PTP.
Yeah, nothing really happened. Nothing really happened. But Officer Price came up. He put me in handcuffs, said I was under arrest. I asked for what for. He said interfering with an investigation. So I was originally charged with interference / resisting arrest, non-physical resisting.
Wow.
And
did you shit your pants?
So,
I guess is the next question.
Yeah, I almost did. I had food poisoning that day.
Yeah.
So I wasn't feeling good. So yeah, I asked the cop, hey, I had shoulder surgery. I have a really, bad left shoulder. Can you loosen the handcuffs or, do something? And he told me no. I was treated less than human. I was treated like a dog. And, he was like, oh, your constitutional rights, remember? Well, they just end you up with the charge. And I was like, well, I was just doing a First Amendment audit. He said, well, your First Amendment audit, that's what you want to call you, ended you up with a charge. He was disrespectful. I kept calling him sir, officer. I was never disrespectful. And they have no de-escalation training for Sand Creek Division. And they're by far the worst division in Colorado Springs, if not possibly the top 5 worst police departments in the state of Colorado, in my opinion.
Well, there seems to be a lot of complaints about Colorado Springs. I mean, a lot in Aurora and Denver, Loveland, of course. But I think that woman up in Loveland was asking for it, if you ask me. I'm just saying. I mean, it's just one of those things, She got a little too feisty with the officers, But anyways, PTP, let me go on to my next question here.
I think that's your dementia, like she had. I think that's your dementia that kicking in your Alzheimer's.
Well, like you got people like Chuck Bronson in chat, right? He's got a huge channel. He's like crying like a little baby that Loveland refused to give him a complaint form, and stuff like that. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that things weren't warranted or were warranted or wasn't, but got crybabies like Chuck Bronson. To a certain extent yourself. I mean, I saw you, PTP.
Like you.
I think you had a tear in your eye when they put the cuffs on. I don't know. I could be wrong. Am I mistaking, PTP?
No, you're not.
Oh, all right.
It was Friday. I was like, I'm gonna go to jail on the weekend and not get out until Monday. And a lot of stuff was going on in my life at the time, and still in my life. And I was like, I can't afford to go to jail on a Friday, but,
Yeah, all right. Let's get this caller on. This will be probably the last call of the evening. Caller, you're on the air. What is your name and where are you from, and who would you like to address here?
Yeah, this is Rusty Trombone, and I would just like to say that my volume's been down the whole time, so I've really been enjoying you. I haven't been able to hear you at all.
Oh dear Lord, I have removed Mr. Trombone, Rusty Trombone, from the call here. Nothing
Well,
but trolls.
Mr. Rusty, and
Yeah.
Mr. Rusty, if you got your volume down,
So I guess,
then well, pay attention.
right. I guess the last question I have for you tonight, PTP 719 Police, the Police 719. Make sure you check out his channel and tell him the Mustachioed sent you. You're going to get droves of fans after this. I mean, once people go on the Mustachioed show, you're like famous for life, Police the Police. I hope you can thank me accordingly. But do you have any plans for the channel in the near future? Do you have anything going on your channel in the future that we should probably not watch?
Oh man, I got big plans for the future. I got big plans that you definitely should pay attention to and definitely watch. But that's your choice if you want to do that or not, Mr. Mustachio Long Turd. I need to create a playlist.
Always got to go with the ad hominems, PTP.
Always. For people like you. Definitely going to create a playlist from all my banger videos, from like my arrest video up.
You have a banger video?
I do. I got multiple.
Oh, okay. I'll just check.
Play my arrest video.
I can't believe that was the last call-in from Bart Simpson, the smoking auditor says. All right. So what's on the horizon, PTP? What can we look forward to? Huh? What can we look forward to now? PTP, what can we look forward to? I have to slow down my rhetoric a little bit here.
You can look forward to me putting my foot down and not being so nice anymore with these cops, and and putting them into place, and telling them the laws that they don't know. I think it's scary that a barber that has to cut hair goes through more schooling and training than a guy with a gun. And I think it's scary to think that there's people, men and women on these streets that only went 5-6 months in the police academy with so little training, and they have guns. Man, I don't really want to get into the other topics because it pisses me off and it's disturbing. But look what happened in Texas. I'm not gonna get too much into detail because it pisses me off. But we're paying these men and women for what? To let bad things happen to the community. Something's got to change.
We got one final caller on the air. Caller, you snuck in under the gun. Who are you, and what would you like to ask Police the Police 719?
Yeah, this is Ben Herover, and I would like to know when the Mustachio is going to cut that ugly hair.
I have hung up on Bender over. PTP, is there any final plugs you want to plug before we get off the air here?
Yeah. I have a backup channel, guys. It's not not only is it going to be a bigger channel too that I'm working on right now. I got big plans for that channel. So I might as well spill the tea now. So that channel is going to be also cop watching, but I'm going to start once I get a laptop and everything, I want to break down, different videos from different auditors or whatever, and police incidents, from cop involved shootings, or how could this police officer done better, kind of what Lackluster does, but not to that extent, because Lackluster is the GOAT of what he does, and also, I've been really, really wanting for a while now. I've been watching different YouTube channels. If you guys have it and you like keeping the streets safe from low life scumbags that are molesters and pedophiles, look up Colorado Pet Patrol, CPP. C's and Charlie, P's and Papa, P's and Papa.
Chuck
They
Bronson.
catch.
Chuck Bronson wants me to ask you, PTP. Are you the guy that blows goats for breakfast?
No, definitely not. I'm the one that stops that. Or used to be the one that stops that.
The smoking auditor says, I just want to point out most of their training is with offense and defense tactics, and what they're gun and almost no training in the Constitution or actual laws. Howard County Observer says, how about a subject on body cams and how they put paywalls up to keep people from getting the footage? Those are good observations. Mr. Beans in chat.
Fun fact, in the state of Colorado, let's say you're a victim of a crime, right? So let's say a police officer, pulls you over and disrespectful to you and blah, 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 and you get a ticket. You're a victim of a crime at that point. And you FOIA request a body cam footage and they deny you, you could say that you're a victim of a crime and they legally have to give it to you. They can't hold it within you if you're a victim of a crime.
All right, PTP. I think this was a fairly good and productive conversation. Hope you enjoyed being on. Any other plugs you want to tell people before we get off the air?
Yeah. Again, guys, backup channel. Got big plans for it. A Colorado Accountability is the name of the other channel I just created. Please go subscribe to it. I'm at 40 subscribers, trying to reach 50 so I can go live on that channel also. And guys, that's going to be a good channel. I think I have a lot of big plans for it. I have a lot of inspirations of Colorado Pet Patrol to catch online pedophiles, trying to meet kids online, and that's another thing I want to start doing for that channel is start exposing these online pedophiles and making their life a living hell. They're trying to hurt a kid, they're trying to meet up with kids, and it's not fair to the community. It's not fair to these kids that live in my community and not just Colorado but everywhere else in this world. And I want to try to make a difference of catching these pedophiles and locking them up for their choices, and they know better. These are adult men trying to meet 13, 14, 15-year-old girls, and it's not right. And I want to catch them and expose them and get them arrested.
Very admirable of you, PTP. We got a bunch of Mexican shills in chat, like Pepper Brooks says it was good and productive. Thanks to PTP, but not to the Mustachioed. How dare you, Pepper Brooks?
I could agree to that.
Yeah, I bet you could. All right, any other plugs, PTP, before we end this shit show interview?
Let's might as well, since we're on here, let's go ahead and watch my arrest video real quick. Let's show the people what Colorado Springs Police Department likes to do to people with cameras, especially Sand Creek Division.
Oh, let's see if I can find that video. That was a while back, was it not, PTP?
Look up Police to Police, First Amendment Gone Wrong.
Let's see if I can find it. I'm looking through your backlog here. You've actually got quite a bit of content here, PTP. I mean, it looks like you're obsessed with this. To be honest, I mean, even more.
So much obsessed.
Even more so than the Mexican. I mean, I don't know, man. What's going on with you guys? All right, so
it's called holding my cops accountable and keeping my community safe from these tyranny tyrants. You never know if they're gonna unlash and murder someone or violate someone's rights. You got to record your police. You have to. And that's what I always say, keep your cameras rolling. You never know when you need them.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Howard County Observer. If I came in at the wrong time, I would be completely confused. about what is going on here. Well, that's not hard to do, Howard County, and you're on my radar too, Howard County, and a bunch of other people in this chat. I mean, the Mexican seems to attract all the wrong people for all the wrong reasons. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Hey, Mustachioed,
yeah, that's me.
you might as well hit that like button since you're watching the video.
Well, look, I'm looking at it here, and I'm going to go ahead and throw on a like. I mean, you actually got a lot of people to watch this video, PTP. This is probably your crowning achievement, getting arrested by the Sand Creek Division down there in Colorado Springs. And you kind of explained the harrowing ordeal. So it's pretty appropriate to end on that. Anything else you want to say before we get on out of here, PTP 719?
Yeah, I want to say thank you all for joining and spending this Sunday afternoon with me. Not so much a Mustachio, because he's a coward. He always hides behind a camera.
I always expose the truth, sir. Get it straight. I'm always exposing the truth. But anyways, I'd like to. Anything else, PTP?
Yeah, much love to all of you. May God be with you guys. You guys are awesome in your own ways. You guys are truly beautiful in your own ways. And if it wasn't for you guys, I only do half the work. The other half is you guys. By sharing my videos, subscribing, leaving comments, let me know what you guys like, what you guys want to see, and how we could grow this channel to be better. And so I can't appreciate you guys more than I do, and I truly love every single one of you.
And
camera's rolling. Much love, guys.
Blue Unicorn says, you know what? I think I subbed to you after seeing that arrest video. I saw that a long time ago. Yes, you did. So, they should have thrown away the key, in my opinion, but, just neither here nor there. I'd like to thank PTP for being on the show and everybody in chat, supporting all the callers. We had a colorful array of callers that I hung up on every single time. So thank you to the callers, the chatters, and everyone else. All right, for PTP, Police the Police 719, make sure you go and check out his channel and let him know that the Mustachioed sent you. Leave it up to Jen Wow to show up at the very end. Hey there, Jen Wow. And Harry Nuts.
I want to say something real quick.
Yes.
Thank you, Harry Nuts, Pepper Brooks. Thank you, Blue Unicorn, Judd, Howard County. Thank you all for joining. I really do appreciate you guys. And yeah, so.
All right. Well, like I said, for PTP 719 and myself, you have witnessed the greatest talk show in all of the YouTube streets. A moment with the Mustachioed, and until the next one, I'm out.